What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another video. It is your boy J-Narc. Today we are rebuilding the Houston Texans with Stroud and Will Anderson as the lead focal points of both the offense and the defense. And as we take a look, this is what the offense looks like. Laremy Tunsil's a 95 overall. The offensive line is actually not too bad. The receiver core could be a little bit better. I mean, not even a little bit. It could be way better. But running back committee is pretty nice too. And we have people that we could potentially trade away. And defense, we have some options here, right? We definitely have some options. I think if we change our guys to a 4-3 defense, we'll probably be way better. So change it to a base 4-3, and because we want Will Anderson to do his thing at that side, we have good DNs. Honestly, we have guys that could really cause pain. And Will Anderson's a run stopper, but I mean he's a speed rusher, but he'll be able to get his plays in. He'll be able to get his plays. And Jerry Hughes on the other side is a run stopper as well. I don't know why they're trying to make both these guys run stoppers. I think if we tailor it towards it being both these guys being pass rushers, I think it could work. Let's look at the DNs, what they have the DNs doing. Run stopper and speed rusher. How about a 4-3 under? Speed rusher and then run stopper at that side. Okay, so we change this to a 4-3 under. Let's take a look at what it does there. So now it works for the DNs, it works for the D tackles. Linebackers are going to be a little bit, I think the linebackers will be okay. Cornerbacks should be okay too. Actually, they have a lot of good cornerbacks. The secondary is actually pretty good. And defense is pretty good as well too. Or the D-line, I meant to say. But I think the defense will be slept on. Offense, though, this is what I really need to work on. So Stroud, he's an improviser, but we're trying to make him a field general. Or no, he's a field general at most, but they're trying to make him an improviser. Let's have him just be a field general. See if we could get a offense that works towards him. So we got multiple zone run, and then we also have run and shoot, air raid. So probably go with multiple zone run, just to have CJ have that for him. And I like Noah Brown and Robert Woods and Tank Dell, John Mechie should be good options here too. But what we need out of these, we need a better wide receiver one. So first, I think I'm going to trade away Davis Mills for probably another receiver. Obviously, it has to be for a receiver, right? Because we're not necessarily looking too good when it comes to the receiver position. So I want someone a little bit higher than Robert Woods. Maybe if we traded for T. Higgins, that would be an insane connection, right? But the chances of him coming are very slim. Gabriel Davis is about 23. We got Cortland Sutton, who's 26, 1.5 million. He would be a nice addition to the squad, but I feel like he gets injured a lot. So I'm going to keep looking. So I'm honestly thinking that we trade for Michael Thomas. Here's why. He's on the back end of his career, right? He has lots of injuries. We could offload some picks for him, too. So if we gave a third and a fifth for Michael Thomas, that was close to going through. So we give a third and a fourth, and we could get a number one receiver in Michael Thomas. They do not accept that. I'm not trying to give him 2 3s, so just give him just a higher third-round pick and then our fourth, and it goes through. So we end up getting Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is now the new wide receiver 1 for us. We'll have Robert Woods there, so 2 veteran options. We're going to have Noah Brown, Tank Dell, and John Mechie Jr. Or John Mechie the third, actually. So that's going to make our squad look pretty good. When it comes to receivers, Stroud has now a reliable number 1 to throw to. And I think that could work out. The offensive line still needs a little bit of work. This is where I think I will trade away Davis Mills, maybe either for a pick or a high overall center, because that center is a 66. So Davis Mills, and we already have Case Keenum, so we'll keep him there as a backup. And see if we can find any centers, any backups, honestly, on any team. They got Lucas Patrick. Okay, I'm good on that because we still worry about the age perspective. Lloyd Cushenberry is a 73. Ryan Jensen and Robert Hainsey wouldn't be too bad either. Cowboys. Connor Williams on that team. Cam Jurgens here. Drew Dahlman. John Fleets. Yeah, Niners center situation does not look too good. Connor McGovern and Joe Tippmann. Connor McGovern's already 29. That wouldn't make sense for us. Bradley Bozeman wouldn't be too bad. I guess no teams have like backup centers. I mean, have like a lot of centers on their squad. Eric McCoy would be an interesting pickup, right? They already have Billy Price, so maybe give him Davis Mills and we give him a pick. give him next year's 4th for Eric McCoy. Actually, Eric McCoy is a pretty high. We'll give him next year's 2nd and Davis Mills for Eric McCoy. That goes through. So we get a new center for the squad. That works out well. So now with those little adjustments we made, let's sim to the regulars. So opening day is here. We have an 83 offense, 79 defense. CJ Stroud is now 73 overall, or still a 73. Michael Thomas is here, along with the rest of the receivers here, who I'm very excited about. Offense should actually do pretty well, I think. I think CJ Stroud will be able to ball out. Defense, I'm loving what we got here. I think we have potential to shock the AFC South by taking it over. And we're going to sim to the middle of the season and see how well we're doing. So our defense is ranked 5th, but our offense is ranked 30th. So CJ Stroud is actually having a tough start to his rookie season. And I think the rushing attack isn't doing us a favor either. Us having Michael Thomas should have helped us out a bit, but it hasn't. But defense, nonetheless, I guess we're getting lots of turnovers, so that's the good part. But we need the offense to do better, see if we can fix it up, because 10 touchdowns, 7 picks to start is not necessarily ideal. But we're 3-3, so defense has been helping us a lot. And we're going to face the 1-5 Titans, and let's see if we can improve to 4-3. So we got to take the field of CJ Stroud. This is how he looks like in his unis. Michael Thomas is all the way to the left. He wears number 19, I think. Boom, one-on-ones we got here. And we get a drop ball from Noah Brown. Alright, so it looks like we are getting blasted. We were getting blasted 23 zip. See if we can make a field goal. Alright, we're only down by 20. We have a chance to score here. We have to come back by 20 points. We have 2 turnovers on offense. CJ Stroud is having a pretty rough day, I'd say.
Bruh.
Oh, he almost threw a pick. I should have just ran that. That would have been his 3rd pick on the day, dude. Holy crap. All right, Michael Thomas, we need you to actually help us out here. One-on-ones. Oh, touchdown. Easy. That was easy. So we have a chance again to score. It is now 3rd and 5. Dalton Schultz, I feel like, could get himself open here. So we're going to test it, see if he does. Right over the top. Dalton Schultz, wide open, all the way down to the 2-yard line. Okay, so we're doing way better in the second half. With the defense these guys are running, we should just punch this in. Easy. Damian Pierce picks up the touchdown. Now we cut the lead to 6. So we have the ball, and we've apparently turned the ball over 3 times, but we're still doing pretty good. We have a chance to take over. Oh, wow. Tight end Brevin Jordan just with the speed. That dude cannot catch up. CJ should do 3 picks, dude. The rookie mistakes are there. But we're somehow going to be able to maybe potentially take the lead. So that's the crazy part about this. But I have faith in our guys here. What? How do you just drop the ball? Okay, Robert Woods is wide open. Good catch all the way down to the 5-yard line. We're going to try to see if we can maybe either run the rock or we could just throw a touchdown here. Depending on if Dalton Schultz wants to get open, or we can hit up Michael Thomas. We got to look at our progressions first. Dalton Schultz, PI. Okay, we'll take that even though he was in the way and the defender was just standing there, but we get a PI for that. So obviously the reasonable thing here to do is do a quarterback sneak at the 1-yard line, and we get it. Touchdown. Now we take the lead, surprisingly. So we need the defense to come up with a big play here. So, oh my gosh, Shaquille Griffin with a pick. A pick from Shaquille Griffin. That seals the game. Holy crap. We sent the blitz. We just simmed on defense, and now we end up winning 24-23. Lovie Smith is excited. He's happy. That's insane. We had a higher completion percentage than Ryan Tannehill, but we threw 3 interceptions. Tannehill threw 2. We had a lower passer rating, though. Derrick Henry ended up getting injured, hence maybe that's why we probably started taking L's. But Damian Pierce had a good rushing day. Dalton Schultz led. They have D-Hop, who I forgot they had. 2 picks for Roger McCreary. And why do we test them so much? Monty Rice had a pick as well, but Shaquille Griffin had the pick that sealed the game for us. So awesome. Now we move to 4-3. Now let's get to the end of the season. Wow, so we ended up winning the division, going 8-9. We just blasted the Colts 40-28, and they went 4-13. So first and foremost, wow, that's insane. We make the playoffs. We make the playoffs. The Houston Texans make the playoffs, going 8-9. We won the division as we had hoped. So first and foremost, that's amazing. Second, I don't think we've had anyone that led anywhere statistically, but we're still playoff contenders, right? Our offense was 31st, piss poor, but our defense was what, 21st. So 29 touchdowns, 23 picks for CJ Stroud. 23 picks is crazy. 14 touchdowns, 986 yards for Dameon Pierce. 1,200 yards and 10 TDs for Robert Woods. He had a way better year than Michael Thomas, surprisingly. Defense, Will Anderson only had 5.5 sacks his rookie season. Okay, well, that should have been way better than that. But we got a lot of interceptions as well, too. Very interesting. I didn't expect us to have a season like that, but we're facing the 10-7 Bengals. I have no idea how this game could go. I'm probably expecting us to lose, but you never know. Yep, we ended up getting blasted 33-7. 33-7 to Joe Burrow, who led the league in pretty much everything. Got blasted 33-7. So CJ Stroud threw 5 interceptions. Holy crap. And got sacked 3 times. All right, CJ. What is up with you throwing all these interceptions? Are you okay? Like, that's a lot of interceptions for that boy to be throwing. Chidobe Awuzie and Logan Wilson had 2. No, there's 6 interceptions total. Oh my God. Well, for whatever case may be, CJ Stroud is an interception machine. Hopefully we could change that with this upcoming year. I think we performed better than expected. I mean, to make the Pro Bowl to make the playoffs is a great accomplishment. And Super Bowl this year is Bengals 49ers. CJ Stroud obviously did not make the Pro Bowl. There's not a chance he would. Robert Woods, I feel like low-key would, but he actually didn't, sadly. Laramie Tunsil made it. Okay. Rest of the offensive line, no one else really. Texans, none of our players. Shaquille Griffin made it. He had a good amount of interceptions because he went off. Can't lie. So there's that. But we need to. That's not bad. That's not bad for first year. That's not bad. Will Anderson and CJ Stroud both underperformed. I could say that they both underperformed and that they have to do better. Right? We went 8-9. We have 2 first-round picks. So we could potentially build up even more with this draft. And Bengals end up winning 25-24 in the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow wins Super Bowl MVP. Dak wins NFL MVP. Wow. Awesome. Awesome stuff there. And I believe that, we have 106 million, dude. Okay, so, all right. We're kind of balling. I'm thinking defense didn't play too bad, but I need more. So I'm going to get rid of our defensive coordinator, and I'm going to get rid of our offensive coordinator. So we have 112 million and 18 players ready to negotiate. Michael Thomas, we're going to let walk. Shaquille Griffin definitely gets to get re-signed by us because he had a very good year. So I'm going to give him a nice deal. He had 5 interceptions. He went off. Dalton Schultz, I like him as tight end 1 for us, and him, Brevin Jordan, and Tegan Quattarino, I don't know. It's pretty good too. Devin Singletary, we could live without him. Same with Denzel Perryman. Desmond King didn't really do anything. We already have Derek Stingley, so maybe we keep him there too, just so we have that crew. But I don't want Steven Nelson still. So Noah Brown is gone. Chase Winovich didn't really get a chance to do anything. So yeah, so now with the rest, we're going to really build up. We have a lot of cap room, so let's see what we want to get after. I think what I definitely want to do is change to a 4-3 team, because I think that we'll be able to do a lot more. Rashaan Evans on the Texans, would he be a scheme fit for us? I mean, give him a 4-year deal, have him over the middle, I don't think would be too bad. Cornerbacks, I think we're good there too. So, for us trying to get, so let's change our defense to 3-4. I'm gonna change Will Anderson being back to left outside linebacker. So we have more offensive pieces than defensive, which is something I noticed. So we're gonna have to shore up that part. I mean, we're gonna see if we could sign just some people to fill up the end positions, just so we're kind of set in with what we're doing here. And I definitely want to draft someone. So inside linebacker, we're still going after Rashaan Evans, right outside linebacker. Since we're running a 3-4, we're going to try to see if you get some depth here. So we already have Christian Harris. We're going to get Christian Hollins as well. Or Justin Hollins is his name. See if we can get those guys. And then see if we could, we might have to trade. Considering, I don't know what our picks are. Yeah, we'll see. So offensive line is good. Tight ends are good. We need a receiver. We need receivers bad. Defense, we ended up getting Rashawn Evans, but he's only an 82. So, and we have Christian Kirksey as well. They're going to be our 3-4 linebackers. And D-line, we ended up getting Fatukasi, but we still need more. Cornerbacks are looking really good. I can't lie. I really do enjoy looking at the secondary. And let's see what free agent receivers they potentially have for us, because we're going to have to sign someone. So they're gone. Cool. Miko Hardman, sucks that we lose out on him, but nothing here. There's nothing there. So that might be another position that we have to go look for in the draft. And right outside linebacker, again, no one really fits the... Actually, Marcus Davenport. If Marcus Davenport is a speed rusher, we could take him. I have no problem taking him. I have no problem going after him. Maybe he does. Maybe he does come. Maybe he doesn't. As long as we try, that's what matters. So, and let's take a look at what picks we have here, because obviously, as I said before, we definitely do have a good amount of picks to use. So we have the 11th and 19th. So I'm thinking maybe we do a package deal and maybe get someone, or we could potentially just keep it the same. Maybe trade for like a guy like Chase Claypool. Nah. Maybe wait, actually. T. Higgins. I mean, I've been looking at T. Higgins, and he would be a way better number one. If we gave him our first round for T. Higgins and their first round, would this go through? They're actually kind of interested in this. So how about we give them a first and a third for T. Higgins and their first round pick? Close, but how about a second then? I'll do a second. They're close to it. I'll give a second and third. We get a star wide receiver like T. Higgins in a first. They do not accept it. Okay, well, how about if we give them our 11th pick and our second round? How about our 11th pick straight up? Okay, the 11th pick straight up almost went through. So we go with the 11th pick. The 11th pick and maybe next year's like 4th maybe. Would that go through for T. Higgins in the first rounder? No, it doesn't. How about next year's 3rd? Next year's 3rd and our first for T. Higgins. Oh, wow. So we end up getting T. Higgins and a first round back for... All right, that's awesome. That works out well. We get an actual number one like receiver now. So now let's go into the draft. So Vikings selected Deion Jackson from Ohio State. We have the potential to get... Let's see here, because honestly, like, we're not really down bad at many positions. I mean, maybe middle linebacker could be something. We could go with, like, getting a new mic for the defense. D-line position, guys aren't really looking too spectacular to me. So, inside linebacker, they got a guy named Jason Henderson. He's a pass coverage inside linebacker. B block shedding, A to C pursuit, A to C tackling, A to C zone coverage. And he's pretty fast. I'm going to draft him. Hidden dev, 87 speed at the inside linebacker position. Come on, dude. We got to definitely get that. There's no doubt in my mind that he's not going to be an impactful player for us. And then we have the last pick of the draft, or the first round. We could maybe draft Billy Bowman. Billy Bowman is a hybrid safety. He has C zone coverage, not the greatest, but he's pretty fast though. And he's sitting here pretty late. Maybe we pick him up, maybe move Jalen Peter to free safety, and then run it like that. Yeah, honestly, we should do that. Let's do that. Billy Bowman is on the squad now, so now we have a new safety, and we can maybe move Jimmy Ward. So let's see. Actually, let's see what we could trade Jimmy Ward for, right? Let's see what the salary is looking like. What his is. Hopefully, we don't lose anything. So Jimmy Ward, we wouldn't lose anything, and he's 30. He's a 32-year-old player, so we can afford to trade him. Let's see where that could be. B.J. Hill and a 3rd rounder for our safety, Jimmy Ward. Will this go through? It goes through. Wow, awesome. So we just shored up the D-line position even more. So now with this next pick, so now we even got more on our D-line, which is perfect. I'm going to choose a running back with this pick just because I want someone to back up Dameon Pierce. The Raheem Sanders is here, but we don't really need anyone, honestly. Like Blake Corum, right? Okay, not too bad. This guy's not too bad. Montrell Johnson Jr. I'm going to pick him up. He doesn't look too bad. Normal dev, 89 speed. You know, there's more running back depth on the squad. And now I'm going to let the simulation handle the rest of this. So Jason Henderson was a 76. Billy Bowman was a 75. Montrell Johnson Jr. was a 72. So this worked out better than I thought. And now let's put these guys into the lineup, show you guys what the week 1 team will look like. So here we are, year 2 of this. Offensive line just looks very good. Like, there's not much I can say about that. And then running back committee is great. Receiver, we have T. Higgins now, along with Nick Collins, Robert Woods, John Mechie, Amari Rogers, Tank Dell. So we have speed, we have guys here. And CJ Stroud is a 77, so this is his 2nd year. Defense, I'm loving what we got here. Right outside linebacker position's a little bit weak, but we could definitely work with this. So, we also have to put Bowman at free safety, and let's see how well they do. So we ended up going 7-10, worst in our division. Hate to see it. You would have thought it would have been a better season for our guys, but it wasn't. And what we need to do now is take a look at what went wrong. So Jamar Chase, after losing his number 2, he just goes off, So our offense finished 23rd, better than before, but CJ Stroud only had 29 passing touchdowns again. Defense finished 28th, so less picks, but nothing too crazy. 1,000 yards, 16 TDs for Dameon Pierce. We had 3 1,000-yard receivers though, so is this really an L season? Will Anderson had 9 sacks, and 7 sacks for Fatu Kasi. So we had guys making plays. We definitely had guys making plays, but it just still wasn't enough. I think simulation got the best of us, but I don't know. I mean, this 7-10 season was way better than our 8-9 in terms of statistically. So it's kind of weird how it's looking, but I think that we can definitely improve. One more year, I think we'll be actual contenders, So, and the Super Bowl this year is Falcons Broncos. Like, what sense does that even make? Falcons Broncos being a Super Bowl. But anyways, receivers that made the Pro Bowl, none of our guys. Tight ends, none of our guys. Offensive line, we got 1 guy that made it. Defense, none of our guys made it. Desmond King made it as a cornerback though, and so did Shaquille Griffin again. So those 2 guys have been very good for us, especially with Derek Stingley's development. And we have the Super Bowl with the Falcons Broncos. Yeah, I guess it's probably Desmond Ridder versus Russell Wilson. We're going to see who takes that. My money's going to be on Desmond Ridder and the Falcons. And they ended up losing. That 21-25. Josie Jewell, Super Bowl MVP. Jalen Hurts won NFL MVP. He went off. He just went off. Okay. Jack Sawyer won Defensive Rookie of the Year. All right. That's cool, I guess. I guess that's cool. We have $149 million available in cap room. So that's absurd. We got a lot of money. Hopefully we get better free agents this time. If we could get some good free agents, that'll work out. We have 15 players ready to negotiate. Laramie Tunsil, I need you back, bro. Like, we're going to give you a big deal. You're one of the best left tackles in the league. T. Higgins, you're a star. Please come back to the squad. He comes back. So we get 2 of the big players that we need on the team. Shaq Mason, premier right guard. We're going to get him back too. I mean, yes, the offense. Oh, Robert Woods, we're going to have to let you go. I'm sorry, but you were pretty good, though. You definitely helped us out quite a bit. Malik Collins, I'm going to re-sign him to 2-year, which he does agree to. And then we have Cameron Johnston. Steven Nelson, we can finally let go, thankfully. Christian Kirksey, we're going to have to let you go as well, too. And Andrew Beck will let you go. MJ Stewart as a backup doesn't actually hurt us. I mean, doesn't actually, require us too much to keep him. So we get him back. So we're going to need to get a new kicker, a new wide receiver number 2. I've been waiting for our guys to develop, but they haven't been. So that's the only issue. But anyways, we got $76 million, and we're missing a right end. Nick Bosa is a free agent. We could give him a deal. We would actually be able to give him a deal and put him at right outside linebacker. We could give Nick Bosa an insane deal, put him at right outside linebacker, and we'd be set. Pretty much be set. Fletcher Cox being a 77 is insane. But right end, we did that. And we're going to also sign Charles Omenihu because he would love to join the squad, and he would be perfect for our D-line. And then inside linebacker, we have Jack Henson and Rashawn Evans. So we're pretty set there. We're going to also sign Michael Walker, or Michael Walker, however it's pronounced. Excuse me. And we also need to get a kicker. Matt Gay, perfect. Come join the squad. There's no battle for the position, so you're good over here in receiver. Mike Evans is free. Brandon Ayuk would be perfect. You already have T. Higgins, a big receiver, so yeah, let's see if we sign these guys first, and then See, because if we could get Nick Bosa, that would be awesome. I think we ended up getting him. I think we ended up getting Nick Bosa. So we gave him a nice deal. Let's take a look at what the team looks like now. Yeah, so Dalton Schultz has superstar depth. That's crazy. I'm so glad we kept him. I'm so glad. Defense, we now have Nick Bosa on the squad. So, Nick Bosa, I'm going to put you at right outside linebacker if you don't mind. You're going to be wearing number 99 for us. We have about $29 million remaining in cap. We changed Nick Bosa's position to right outside linebacker. I want to get after a receiver who I feel like will do us justice. Donovan Peoples-Jones would be a perfect fit to this squad. So we're going to end up picking him up. We're probably going to not have Nico Collins anymore after this offseason, so that's fine. Higgins, Donovan Peoples-Jones, John Mechie, Tank Dell. We still got those guys, but hopefully with this receiver core, we'll be able to do more now. Defense, I'm loving what we got here. I love the situation. I think these guys will be able to really excel. We have Nick Bosa and Will Anderson backing each other up, so they're going to be both insane at that rushing position. So I'm actually very excited for them, but what we're going to need is a lot from the offense. We're going to need CJ Stroud to finally take that next step and be that boss that I'm hoping that he could be, and let's see if we can do that. Oh, so we ended up going 9-8. Colts went 11-6, and Titans with 12-5. So tough year in the division, but we definitely performed way better than needed, or not way better than before. Thank God. That's tough. 89 offense, 87 defense. Statistically speaking, none of our guys topped anywhere, but I'm hoping that offense improved quite a bit. 20th, bro. 33 years in a row of 29 passing touchdowns for CJ Stroud. What's the problem? And 27th ranked defense. But he threw less interceptions, but he got sacked more times. 1,000 yards, 16 touchdowns for Dameon Pierce. Nico Collins had 600 yards. I guess T. Higgins got injured because he disappeared. But Donovan Peoples-Jones had 1,000 yards in his first season. Defense, Nick Bosa only had 5 sacks. Wow, we got nothing on defense. I don't know what happened there. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I guess it's kind of tough for the Texans. I mean, for the 1 year that we actually do nice. The one trash year, we ended up making the playoffs, but then the one actual positive year, we do not. But so CJ Stroud is, I don't know, kind of questionable. He's kind of a question mark, but on paper, this team looks really good. And I just wish that we could have done more with these 3 years. But, so as I thought, the Texans are pretty much up in the air with what they have with CJ Stroud. And it really is time will tell on how these guys will really perform.